CBD is literally in just about anything you can imagine these days, now including products to help women on their periods. While the trend of CBD menstrual products is on the rise, there's still plenty of research to be done about how these items work to help ease pain. Here to chat about this latest trend in feminine products is the host of In Case You Missed It by HuffPost, Heather Gardner.
Hey, good morning. Look,
Hey, Heather.
I'm so happy they gave you that intro.
I'm very happy too. Well, because I
Yeah.
do care. I am a man who cares.
Men can talk about periods.
Yes,
and men-
Let's be clear, men can have periods. That's 100%
Yes.
true.
Just
And
differently.
non-binary people. So
That's true.
like, let's open it up and say people with periods.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right.
People with periods.
And I mean, of course, I've never experienced what women go through, but I'm
Thanks for
very,
clarifying.
and I try to empathize and understand as much as I can. But CBD products,
Yes.
it's like nonstop. Like there's
No.
every sort of gum, tea, everything is CBD in it. So why do you think that is that now we're going to period products?
Oh, well, I mean, it's just part of this huge trend that is actually like a booming business, guys. By 2025, Forbes estimates that this business is going to be worth $16 billion.
Makes sense.
Which is crazy. It makes
Wow.
why do you think it makes sense?
It makes sense because everybody cares about CBD
Yep.
and cannabis these days, and so
Yeah, and
it's growing.
I think the reason that it's such a big trend is because people want natural remedies. We're tired of just pumping ourselves with chemicals. And so, of course, CBD comes from the marijuana, which is a plant, which is natural. But the reason that
I just think
for people who don't know, it's a plant.
it's natural. Like, I think like our audience is like, we know
We
it.
know it's natural, right? But the reason that CBD is so popular is because it comes from marijuana, but it doesn't get you high like traditional marijuana. However, there's all these claims that it supposedly helps other things, including now women's periods.
So tell us about the natural pain and anxiety relief associated with CBD.
Okay, so supposedly, and I put a big like asterisk on that. We'll get to that in a second, why it's all supposedly. But there's two strains of CBD, CBD1 and CBD2. One is supposed to help your anxiety, help release all your stress. And then the second one, CBD2, is supposed to reduce inflammation. So the theory behind any CBD product, not just like tampons and things we're gonna talk about, but coffee, you got some CBD in there?
This
You got
is
some
tea,
you
yeah,
got some tea in there? Yeah, any of those products is supposed to reduce both your stress and inflammation you have.
Yeah. So what are some of these CBD products that women are using?
All right, so this was a deep dive for me. I am obviously aware that CBD isn't like everything, but I
Yeah.
didn't realize that it was like getting to the women's products, right? And I
Right.
really wanted to explore it because this week was Women's Health Week. And you got tampons, we got suppositories,
Wow.
bath salts. Side note, Whoopi Goldberg has a whole line of PMS CBD cannabis bath salts, which is interesting. Also, just like the regular CBD oil is supposed to just help all of your pain, including period pain. And then vaginal balm.
Yeah.
Body balm that you just rub down there is supposed to release all of this inflammation. I love Lucas's face right now is classic.
I mean, I have a CBD salve that I use on like back pain.
Yeah.
And
Does it
works
really work?
Within 10 minutes, I do feel relaxed. So 100%, I've used it on my like abdomen
Oh,
for cramps.
interesting.
For sure. I haven't like purchased specific products, but I've used my salve like wherever I need it.
And see, that's the thing too, is like, even though these are marketed towards period pain, like I feel anything you just like rub down there is gonna be fine.
Yeah, well, not anything, Heather. But.
Well, you know, CBD infused things that you rub down there are gonna be fine.
Yeah, I saw CBD hummus. Why don't you rub that down there?
Wait, is that a real CBD
Yeah,
hummus?
there's
Well, yeah, there's
CBD
CBD
now.
everything.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
So don't rub everything down
Yeah,
there.
I know. There's just a lot. There's
In
like
case
CBD
you missed
hairspray.
it.
Don't be like,
CBD hummus right up the badge.
But it's okay.
that's
Right
the
up.
Heather I love.
That's our tagline. Right up the badge. But it's not guaranteed to have the same effects on all women, right?
Right, and see, this is why I think it's a little problematic. And this is not just about CBD products for women's health. This is about the CBD products in general. Because guys, I hate to break it to you, but CBD is not tested, it's not FDA approved, nobody's done research on this, not in humans. A few have been studied in animals, but we're only talking about just like the drops. We're not even talking about the stuff that you rub.
Yeah.
And while some people like you may get an effect for that, I have the drops, feel nothing whenever I take it. It really didn't do anything for me. But you know, that's the same with a lot of medicine too. Some people, you know, Tylenol or Advil don't help cramps. Midol does not help me.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people
So-
with chronic inflammation, they actually need some of the THC to feel the full effect. So I have like a medical marijuana license in New York City, and
Right.
the products that I get always have a 1-to-1 ratio, and that helps. So it's
More
worth
effective.
investigating whether or
Right,
not you have.
and you know, The other
good
part
note.
the other part when I was investigating this too is that it was really hard to find these women's products that didn't contain THC, which of course makes it difficult if you don't live in a state that even offers that is where it's legal to have. And of course, if you want to stick the hummus up there, you're gonna go to work a little high. You know, and that was the other thing too, is like you really do have to look at the ingredients for all of these things. The suppositories was the only one that I found that was 100% THC free, and everything else had a little bit to a lot of bit. Whoopi Goldberg's, by the way, is like a half and half ratio, so you could soak in that bath and you're feeling great afterwards.
amazing,
Yeah. So I mean, there's just things to think about. You know, we need more research on this. If you're looking at the products, be sure that you are looking at the CBD to THC ratio, especially if you live in a state where it's not legal.
Yeah. You don't want to be arrested for putting hummus up your vag.
That would be like the worst
I like that we
arrest
keep coming
record
back to that.
ever.
Honestly, that's the lesson of this story. Heather, thank you so much for joining
You're
us.
welcome. Thank you guys so much.
You can catch In Case You Missed It by HuffPost on HuffPost.com and Yahoo's Roku channel.